Good morning, everyone. Today, our group will present about scientific writing, especially about the importance of writing a good and relevant title in a research paper. In academic writing, the title is very important because it is the first thing readers see when they look at an article, journal, or research paper. A good title can attract readers' attention, while a weak title make many people ignore the research, even if the research itself is good. That is why researchers need to think carefully when creating the title of their work. Next is our member. Before we continue the presentation, I would like to introduce our group members. Our group consists of Hilyana and Rifka, Sania Dewi, and myself, Muhammad Rosyid. Slide 3. Introduction to scientific writing. Scientific writing is a type of writing that is used to communicate research findings, ideas, and knowledge in an academic way. It is not only about sharing data, but also about presenting information clearly and accurately. Researchers must use formal language, clear structure, precise explanation so readers can understand the research easily. Another important thing in scientific writing is following academic rules and journal guidelines. This helps maintain the credibility and quality of the researchers. Because of this reason, scientific writing must be organized, logical, and informative. Next. Now we move to the title, which is one of the most important parts of research paper. The title is often called the make or break element of a paper. Why is called that? Because the title is the first thing that editors, reviewers, and readers see. From the title, readers will decide whether the research is relevant to their interest or not. A good title should clearly show the main topic, focus, or keyword of the research. It should also be concise and informative, meaning it is not too long but still explain the main idea of the research. So the title acts as a gatekeeper, which means it controls whether people will read the research or they will skip. Next, the importance of writing a relevant title. In the digital era, writing a relevant title becomes even more important. Today, most people search for research through search engines and academic database. Because of this, the title works like a search tool that helps readers find the research. A good title usually includes important keywords related to the topic. This keyword help make the research more visible and easier to find online. If the title is clear and relevant, more people will be able to read, understand, and even cite the research. Therefore, the title does not only describe the research, but it also helps promote and increase the impact of the research. Thank you.
Okay, hi guys, my name is Sania Dewi. So today I'm gonna explain about title in the next slide. There are three basic rules in writing a title. Simple, precise. For the first one, simple, precise, and catchy. A title should be clear, short, and easy to understand. It should summarize the research in a few words and avoid complicated phrase. A good title contains 12 until 16 words or about 150 characters. The first rule was like imagine you only have one sentence to describe your entire research. That's your title. It should be short enough that anyone can understand it at the first glance. Around 12 until 16 words is the sweet spot. Too long, readers get lost, and too short, it was like say nothing. The second rule is use descriptive and relevant words. A title should include important keywords from the research. It should clearly show the focus, design, or subject of the study. The second rule, your title should contain keywords, the most important words that describe what your research is about. The last rules is avoid abbreviation and numbers. Unfamiliar abbreviation and unnecessary numbers should not be used in a title because they may confuse the readers. So, readers shouldn't have to guess what your title means. Keep it clear for everyone, including people outside your field. Next one is type of title. For the first one, declarative title. This title states the main result of the research directly. So, this type announces the result strange way. It is bold and direct. For example, food fortification decreases the prevalence of iron deficiency anemia in rural India. So this type, best when what is you have a clear, strong finding to share. The next one is descriptive title. This title describes the topic of the research without showing the result. It usually contain important keywords. So, descriptive title was like, here's what I studied. This type tells readers what the research is about, but doesn't reveal the research. It is more neutral. For example, effect of food fortification on the prevalence of iron deficiency anemia in rural India. This type best when you want to present the topic without giving away the conclusion. The last type is interrogative title. This title is written in the form of a question. It is often used in literature review articles. This type, it was like I ask question and I investigate it. This type is written as a question. It's commonly used in a literature review article. For example, does fortification decrease the prevalence of iron deficiency anemia in rural India? This type best when you're reviewing exciting studies or exploring an open question. The next one is running title. Running title is a short version of the main title. It usually appears at the top of each page of a journal article to help readers identify the article quickly. Characteristic of running title: maximum 50 until 16 characters, clear and concise. Article like a and the can be omitted. Running title is like a nickname for your research paper. It is the shortened version of your main title that appears at the top of every page in a journal. So readers always know which article they're reading, even if they flip to the middle of the paper. For example, the main title: prevalence of hookworm infestation among school-going children in rural North India. So the running title: hookworm infestation among school children in rural India. So notice how the running title remove extra words but still clearly tells you what the paper is about. And thank you, that's all my explanation.
So the next topic is title page. Title page is the first page of the manuscript which contains general information about the article and the authors. A title page includes the following components. The first one is title, and then abbreviated or running title. So this is the shortened version of the title that used as a page header in journals. And then author names and affiliation and order of authorship. So this section includes the full name of the authors, their highest academic degrees, departments, and their institution. If a research group name is included, so there must at least one individual author is listed, and the corresponding author must also be identified with their email, mailing address, and contact information because they are responsible for responding to the reader's question about the article. And then number of pages of the manuscript, number of figures, tables, multimedia, or 3D models. So this is help the editorial staff to ensure that all of the element visual are included and fit in the journal. And then if is number of reference, number of words in abstract, main text, and references, and it also to ensure it follows the journal words limit. Next is conflict of interest. So this section contain about a statement declaring whether the author have any conflict of interest. If they're none, so the common statement is the author declare no competing in financial interest. The purpose of this statement is to maintain the transparency and trust in scientific publication. Next is sources of support. This section lists all the type of support that such as the fund, the drugs, and the equipment that help the research. And then is acknowledgement. So this section thanks individual or organization that have contributed to the research but do not qualify as the authors. And the last is disclaimer. So this section contain about a statement explaining that the opinions expressed in the article are those of the authors, not represent the view of their institution or their agencies. And the next topic is covering letter. The covering letter is a small but vital document which serves to create an important first impression and therefore should be tailored to the interests of the individual editor. So the purpose of a cover letter is to explain to the editor why the manuscript is suitable for the journal and interesting for its reader. And here are several key guidelines for writing a covering letter. The first one is the cover letter should be formal and include the author's contact information. So if the journal requires paper submission, it should use a letterhead paper. But if it's for electronic submission, so it should be formal, includes the full name of the authors, their position, and the contact information. And then the letter should be only one page, mention the title of the manuscript in the first paragraph, state that the manuscript is not submitted elsewhere, briefly explain the main idea of the research, mention conflicts of interest if any, and the last is end by thanking the editor. So in general, a covering letter should be introduced to the editor, explain about the main idea of the manuscript and the importance of the research, and then confirm that the paper is not submitted elsewhere. So I think it's really important because it can waste the editor or the reviewer's time and to avoid publishing by more than one journal at the same time. The last topic is attributes of a good title, running title, and covering letter. So overall, in this slide, explain the guidelines for writing an effective title, running title, and cover letter in academic manuscript. So a good title should be clear, brief, and accurately describe the content of the article while including the important keywords. In addition, the cover letter should highlight the strength and significance of the research in a clear and concise way so that can attract the editor's attention.